Yo, what's going on? It's your Council Poly Rob. Welcome to the Poly Rob Podcast. I appreciate y'all always showing love to my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notifications, top left or right hand corner, whichever where it goes. You know what I mean? Let's get right into it. I want to get right into it because this is a topic that I've been thinking about covering for the past like 2 months or so. But I didn't want to cover it just because it was the hot topic. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's really, it hits my career. Like it hits home for my career and what I do. I'm a music producer. I'm an engineer. And every day I wake up in the morning, it's to expand my career. It's to do great music. It's to do great soundscapes. You know what I mean? This is how I take care of my children. This is how I take care of my boys, is doing music. This is my thing, right? And just like every profession, no matter what business you're in, what job you have, it's a lifeline for you in terms of this is how you support your family. But also, if it's a career, if it's something that you've been wanting to do since you were a teenager or a kid, or this is something that you've been aspiring to do, when you're in your career, you always remember that at some point in time, you can be affected by the things that change in your profession. Things change. Things get upgraded. Things get downgraded. You know, your profession may be attractive or maybe hot 1 year, and then the next year it's falling off. It's not as attractive. The money's not there. It's not lucrative enough. It happens. But the one thing you have to do is you have to continuously stay knowledgeable, stay in tune with what's going on, stay relevant. It's just what it is. And, for me, once again, it is a time for all creators in music. This is another time where you're going to have to learn how to adapt. You're going to have to learn how to deal with what we have on our hands these days. And if y'all wondering what I'm talking about AI. I'm talking about artificial intelligence. AI is here for music. It's been here for a while for other professions and other technology layouts, but it's here for music now. As if we already didn't have a hard time getting money through different ways, whether it's producing, songwriting, being an artist, being a manager. Artificial intelligence is here for music. Now, me being a producer, respectfully, I'm going to talk about the producer element of AI because it directly affects me and it affects a lot of my friends that are producers as well. How it affects me is up to me. And I'm going to say that again. Now that AI is here, it directly affects me and other producers that are trying to get the bag, that are trying to create great music, that are trying to take their game to the next level as much as possible. But how it affects me is completely up to me. It's up to how I understand it, if I want to use it, how to modify it to suit what I'm doing in my company. My company is Local Astronauts. If you don't know, look it up, Local Astronauts. I get to choose how it affects me. I get to choose if it destroys what I'm doing or if it upgrades what I'm doing or if it doesn't affect me at all. I get to decide that. Now, let me get into it. So, if you want to know what AI is doing in music production, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things that AI is able to do through plenty different ways, whether it's Suno, there's another program called Udio, there's ChatGPT, there's DeepSeek. There's a lot of different programs that does different things for music. I'll just break down a couple of them and we'll talk about them. So Suno is the popular name or the popular company right now that's getting a lot of the backlash from the AI music. You also see Timberland going through it with people giving him backlash for being partnered with Suno. I don't know if he owns part of the company. I don't know if he's just being a spokesman for it, but he's tapped in with Suno. Now, what Suno does is Suno creates an algorithm that allows you to make different versions of music in all genres by using prompts based on the prompt that you use and the type of sound that you want. Now, there's a bunch of speculation as to how the AI creates the music. People are saying that it comes from a database of unreleased music that's never came out, that's been licensed from a bunch of artists and producers. And then people believe that it's using music that is unlicensed, which means that Suno has not licensed this music from whomever it's owned by, and they use an algorithm to grab from music that's already out, that's already public, and already being sold by the record labels, and it creates a version of whatever music you want based on a prompt that you put in. So if you say, hey, I want a hip hop beat at 90 BPMs in the key of C major that sounds like something Jadakiss will rap to. It'll go through the algorithm, whatever it's doing, and it's going to give you a couple of selections, probably like 2 or 3 selections of a hip hop beat in those parameters, and you get to choose if you like it or not. And then they also have like these buttons that says like or dislike, which pretty much helps train the Suno algorithm to your taste, to what you like in your platform. So if you say, if they give you an example of a beat with your prompt and you put the thumbs down, that means that they're going to disregard the way that they made that example for the most part. And if you put a thumbs up, they're like, okay, let's go more in the direction of this preview that we gave you because you like this. And then over the course of the time, it's going to give you what you want. Now, it's one of those things where if you are a producer, you get kind of mad at it because you're producing all these beats and things like that. And you may feel like this program could come in and people could just put in prompts and make a ton of beats. And you just sitting there like, so y'all not getting beats from me, y'all getting it from this program? Or what if this program is taking the beats that I'm making and making a version of it? for whomever's putting in the prompts. We've seen Timberland take, I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know for sure, but it looks like it's real. You see Timberland take a clip of someone's beat that was on TikTok, and I forgot the producer's name, but I actually watch his TikTok because he make fire beats. I support producers. Took a clip of that, put it in the Suno program, and then made a rendition of the beat. And Timberland was jamming to the beat. You could literally see him on the live jamming to the beat. And the beat was very similar. It even went to the extent of grabbing the tag of the producer and putting it in the new remix beat. The tag was in there too. So it lets you know, for the most part, the algorithm is grabbing from somewhere. Whether you believe it's coming from licensed music, unlicensed music, that video with Timberland was an example of, if you feed it, it's going to give you the results. That's one thing for sure. If you feed it, it's going to give you the results. Where the music comes from, I don't know. It's to be seen. But it's causing a problem in the music community because it feels like stealing. It feels like stealing. If it's grabbing from music that has not been authorized, nobody got paid for it, it hasn't been licensed, and it's just taking that information and doing a rendition of it, it feels like stealing. That's what it feels like. At the same time, you have to ask yourself this question: is it stealing? Is it? There's laws of sampling, and then there's laws of interpolation. I don't know if the algorithm, I don't know how it works, but I don't know if the algorithm is taking everything melody for melody and actually sampling it. That's the problem. That's the small problem about this. I don't think, like, if there's a piano that is grabbing from, in my opinion, I think they might be doing an interpolation of it and using a different piano sound, probably playing some of the notes and then changing other notes. I think these people at the company, these coders at the company, they're trying to figure out ways to make it more of a interpolation, even if that, or changing up enough to where you can't deem it interpolation. I think that's what they're trying to go for. But all in all, if it's grabbing from somewhere, someone should be compensated for it. And me as a producer, I sample too. I chop up things too. Giving the proper credit is always necessary. But sometimes in sampling, just got to be honest, some people don't get credit. So that's the problem that we're having with this AI thing, is like, if we already have a problem with groups and artists and musicians getting credit in the natural music industry, when AI comes into play, it's going to adopt the same ideas and strategies that the natural music industry is doing. Don't you see the problem? If we already have musicians and artists not getting compensated for their hard-earned work, when AI comes in, you think the people that have the licensed music that's from the algorithm, you think they're getting paid? That's one point, one way to look at it. At the same time, I see why AI exists. Timberland made this one argument when he was talking to Young Guru. Shout out to Young Guru, legendary engineer, producer, Jay-Z's engineer. And Timberland made this statement. He was saying, it's hard working with artists. It's difficult working with artists that got a chip on their shoulder, that don't listen. It's hard. It's hard working with musicians. They don't want to be patient. They don't want to do the work. They being lazy. So Timberland is using this Suno program to push out the product that he feels is necessary by using AI instead of using other musicians and beat makers. By using AI instead of using other artists. He's getting the work done without the hassle. That's another way to look at it. And if you've ever been in the music industry, or if you've ever been in the music industry, or you ever work with artists, you know that artists can be a hassle. Do they deserve to be cheated? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But are they a hassle to deal with, and you wish you had another alternative so you don't have to deal with all of the hassle and the heartbreak and the heartache and the arguments? Yes. Yes. I think every producer wish they didn't have to deal with the hassle. Wish they had another alternative so they don't have to deal with the hassle. Don't you think artists wish that they can get fire beats? Because it's not just for the producers. An artist can sign up to Suno. An artist can sign up to Suno and type in prompts and get beats. They can sign up to Suno and get beats without having to go to YouTube, without having to go to type beat, without having to link up with a producer, without any of that. They can just get whatever beat that they want. They can type in, I need a dope trap beat, 140 BPM that sound like a T.I. record. And they'll get a beat like that sound like a T.I. beat. It's real. AI is here. It's real. Artists can disregard producers if they want. Now, I don't know the legalities. I don't know how that's going to turn out when they putting out records with AI beats. I don't know how that's going to turn out. I don't know if they're going to be able to own that. I don't know. I don't know what the legalities are. But what I know for sure is that there are more people than not figuring out ways to use AI to not have to deal with the hassle of people not being business savvy, not doing the work, people being lazy, people not communicating properly. There's more people than not figuring out AI so they can boost their productivity level, so they can get things done at a faster rate. I'm going to just put this out there. I don't know which way you're going to choose. Let me just put this out there. You want to do a 6-song project. You need beats. You can either, one, go to YouTube and get 6 type beats and figure out the business afterwards, however you want to do it. 2, call a producer, link up with a producer, pick some beats, and y'all work out the business, however the business is going to be worked out. Or 3, go to websites like Suno, type in a prompt for the type of beat that you want, and get 6 beats from 6 prompts. Which one are y'all choosing? Which one are y'all choosing? Those are the questions that we're left with now. Now, in my situation, I'm a producer. So somebody cannot deal with me at all. And they can go directly and go get some beats somewhere else. They ain't got to deal with me at all. They can just go get beats wherever they want and do whatever they want. But I tell you this is what they won't get. They can get beats, but they're not getting produced. They can get beats, but they're not getting produced. I'm a producer. I really produce records. Stop playing with me. I really produce records for real. And I'm an engineer. So the sound quality is going to be great. You can type in whatever prompt you want and get whatever beat you want. But is it the right beat for you? Is it AI telling you how you should deliver this song? Is it AI telling you, oh, no, take a couple of those words out so it can flow better? Is AI doing that? Is AI making all of your 6 songs cohesive for a real project? Is AI doing that? No. Is AI in the studio with you, listening to your stories, trying to craft this song the best way possible that has all the fixings to make it feel like the story you want to tell? No. AI can't do that. AI can only assist me with what I'm doing. It can't take away what I do. It can only assist me in helping me. Let's say I need a piano sample. I'll type in, give me some piano samples. I'm with that. Give me some piano samples, some random piano samples. Now, once again, we still got to figure out where this algorithm is generating this information from for sure. That's why I haven't really touched AI in that capacity yet. But if I need a sax sample in E major, C minor, I'll get that and I'll chop that up and make something out of it. I've done that before, for sure. But the AI is not going to produce the artist, because that's what I do. I produce artists, man. I produce artists for real. I really make sound design a real thing. AI not doing that. I'm really putting together the song the way it should happen, the way it should be displayed to the ear. AI not doing that. It's giving you stuff from prompts that's the algorithm is grabbing from something. So guess what? It's grabbing from our ideas, which means I will always exist because I have ideas. I have ideas. AI can only generate what has been done before. I heard Rick Rubin say that in a post. Y'all can go find it. Look up Rick Rubin talks about AI. He said this one thing. He said, AI can only generate what has been done before. That's it. If it's been done before, it can create a version of it. But as human beings, we can create what hasn't been done, and we've been doing it for years. We can create what has not been done. That is the difference. We can walk somebody through something that has never been done. And we've been doing this since the beginning of time. And we're still doing it. We're still making new genres. We're still making new flavors, new styles. AI can't do that. AI can only make what has already been done. That's our advantage. AI can't manage a artist. It can tell you certain things that you can do to promote the artist or market art. AI cannot manage the artist on a day-to-day. Sorry. Sorry. AI can't have the conversations with the tour manager, with the labels, with the DJs. The AI not having conversations with the DJs to get the record played. The AI can't do that. The AI can't establish relationships to make sure that you're doing right by the artist by way of having the right resources. AI can't do that. The AI can post your content, can make you some AI content, but that's about it. You still need an element of realism, of real hands-on approach. The hands-on approach will never die. Never. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Use AI to help assist you on your journey, but it's never going to take away who you are and what you do. You will forever be who you are. Just saying. Even if you decide to get a beat from one of these AI Suno algorithm companies, you still got to come to the real producer to get that record really produced. Really produced. It's a real thing. It's no way around it. There's no way around it. There's a lot of people talking about AI in music production and the music industry, period. Timberland decided to make an AI label and sign an AI artist. How do you sign an AI artist? How do you sign an AI artist that's digital, that's going to do any and everything that you ask it to do? How do you sign? What are you doing when you sign an AI artist? Are you giving the AI artist money? Does the AI artist have a family to support? See, these are the things that people are not talking about. Musicians, listen, man, listen. Musicians have families to support, okay? Families. Let me say that again. Musicians have families to support. The advance that you give an artist to get themselves together before they decide to, get into the game fully when you sign them. They're trying to take care of their families. You think they're doing music for fun? But these AI artists, you could just say, oh, I just signed an AI artist. I ain't got to give them nothing. And then what? They just become an artist? It's crazy to me. There still needs to be a human being there, man. In my opinion. Just stating my opinion. If you want AI to assist you in certain elements, then that's fine. But the entire artist is digital? We just went through that with what was happening with that AI artist that they was having doing trap music and all that and AI videos. Like, come on, man, stop all of that, man. Artificial intelligence, it is made, well, in my opinion, it is made to assist us human beings with what's needed, how to get things done, how to help the bottom line of what we got going. It's not made to replace us. It can never replace us. There's not one AI digital nothing on this world that can stand up on that stage and make people cry and make people feel the pain or make people dance and happy and fall in love. It's not no AI artist that's doing that, man. It's not no AI artist that's making us feel none of that. That's what I got into music for. I got into music to make people feel alive, to feel something. Some of the musicians that make the greatest music, they made it because themselves, they felt alone. So they didn't want to make nobody else feel alone. So they did the music for them. Some of the best artists in the world have been abused. So they make music so other people cannot be abused, so they don't have to be abused. There's some great artists in the world who's been dead broke. You know what that feels like when you have no money, when you don't have nothing to eat, when all you got is a dream when you wake up in the morning. How am I going to connect with an AI artist that can't feel that? You can say it because you got a rendition of how Beyonce sings it, so you can say it, but you don't feel it. You're digital. You don't feel it. I'm sorry. I don't want to work with an AI artist because they don't feel it. I'm sorry. You don't feel it. I want to feel the connection with another musician when they're playing these keys to take this production to the next level. I want to feel that with a musician. Will I use AI AI workings of people playing the pianos and saxophone so I could chop it up? Yeah, I do that every now and then for sure. But when I'm creating records that need to sound big, when I'm creating records that need somebody to be able to play because we're going to go on tour with this record, I got to get the musicians. I'm sorry. Terrence Martin said this one thing on Audio Nerds podcast. Shout out to them. And he said the greatest thing about musicians. He said when he works on his music, he always uses some sounds that are relative to musicians playing their instruments. So he can hire musicians on tour, so he can hire musicians in the studio, so he can keep the narrative of hiring musicians going. He purposely adds sounds in the production so a musician can play them. Even if they didn't play it over in the music in the album, they can play it on tour. That's important to him. He wants to keep the narrative of musicians getting money and eating because he's a musician himself. His dad was a musician. His mentors are musicians. His friends are musicians. He want to keep the narrative of keeping musicians making money. We need to do that for the artists too. We need to call the local singer or somebody who has vocals to come in on this record. That's what local astronauts do. We call many different artists to come through, lay this, lay that, add this, add that, to make this record rise to the level it needs to rise to. When we're working on other people's albums, we might work on a rapper's album. We'll bring a violinist through. We'll bring a pianist through. We'll bring an opera singer through. We'll bring a singer through. We'll bring another rapper to lay textures. This is what we do. Because we want the feeling of knowing that there's plenty of people that contributed to greatness. We want human beings contributing to greatness. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. I don't want my music sounding robotic. I don't want my music sounding just digital. I want my music to have feeling. I want to hear when I close my eyes and I listen to a song, I want to be able to open my eyes, go find that artist, and go to their show. I want to go to their show. Why not? You're not going to no AI shows. Sorry. Last thing I want to say before I get up out of here. And this is going to be a conversation that we're going to have for a while. People are going to change their opinions. People are going to use it. People are not going to use it. I'm going to use it to some capacity. Is it going to replace the artists and the musicians that I work with? Hell no. But I may use it in a capacity to help social media. I may use it in a capacity so I can get some, some samples. Hopefully they license the right things, or hopefully they're grabbing from a database of people who are getting paid, and let me chop them up and make a beat out of it. Let me make fire out of it. Am I going to use it to get additional like light textures and cinematic feels and things like that? I might use it for that. But in order for me to fully engage, I still need to know the legalities and the legal layout of working with AI on a music level. That's something that needs to be hashed all the way out, because I don't want to use AI for a sample or whatever, and all of a sudden they coming back at me. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not giving my money to no digital nothing. No. So that has to be figured out. But then also, we got to be mindful. And I have to say this before I go. We have to be mindful about working with people. We have to be more intentional about working with people and doing good by people. That's the reason why these platforms are trying new things to get us out the way. These DSPs are trying to pay us less. These companies are trying to create our music without us being there. There's so many things happening to discard us and get us out the way. That's why we got to be more proactive of working together. If I'm hot, then she hot, then he hot, then he hot. We all hot. They got to come give us the money. They got to come work with us. Don't let them do something to get you out the way. Don't let them do things to get you out the way. Stand your ground. Be who you are. Be great. If you got music, put it out. If you got something to offer, get to it. Make it happen. Because not only are we pulling from God's library, all these ideas is coming out of God's library. But now we got AI that's trying to pull from God's library. We got AI trying to pull from our library, from our greats library, from our unsung heroes library. We got to stay proactive. We're working with people, putting out our music, standing our ground, owning our IPs. That's what we need to be doing. We need more of that. Don't let AI get you out the way. If there is a slogan for the next 10 years, that's it. Don't let AI get you out the way. Don't let AI stop you from getting that musician job. Don't let AI stop you from getting the artist opportunity, the sync placement. You know what I mean? The streams that you want, the music that you're putting out. Don't even let AI stop you from the social media position that you were supposed to have with this particular company. Learn how to work AI so it can work for you if you're going to use it. If you're going to use it for your benefit so you can get the bag and not somebody just doing it just to get all of these people out the way. We're going to be talking about this situation for a while, in my opinion. So y'all sharpen up. If you don't know what AI is and you don't know the extent of it, there's a lot more things that it can do. AI can write songs. Do you know that? AI can write you a whole song in less than 30 seconds. You give it the prompt, you give it the context, it'll write the whole song. AI can write your lyrics. You want a ghostwriter? Go through AI. Say, this is the type of song I want to make. It'll spit out lyrics. And trust me, there are people doing it these days. It's happening right now. You don't even know it. It's happening. AI could do your music video. AI could do your lyric video. AI could do your artwork. AI could do your flyers. Come on, man. Use AI to your advantage, but don't let it get you out the way. Don't let it get you out the way. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know if y'all think AI is going in the right direction. Let me know how you use AI, and let me know what are some of the things that's disrespectful and wrong about artificial intelligence. Let me know in the comments, man. We're going to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't let AI get you out the way, man. Don't let it get you out the way. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all already know what it is. WORKLOAD.